So many of you know there's been a crazy global event, and well, some of you guys haven't been enjoying it. But the main reason why is because you don't have a build that works well with this global event. And I have one for you that shouldn't be too hard to put together. It's going to be all gold pieces and one exotic. And if you don't have the exotic, well, you can swap that piece out pretty quick. Now, by now, you know, if you shoot any of those enemies with those shields, you pretty much have reduced damage. And the only way to remove that shield in this global event is either by explosives or by using an EMP pulse. Well, on stream last night over on twitch.tv/nothingbutskills, we decided let's put an explosive build together and let's run heroic control points and heroic missions. And well, this build did everything we needed to do. We were able to earn global event stars because you guys know those stars can be used to purchase exotic caches with 20 stars. 8 stars will get you name caches. They also have legacy caches, crafting caches, a lot of different caches that you guys can use your stars for. And well, if you're not having fun, well, you're not going to want to play the global event. This build will change that. And at the end of day one, we already had 46 stars. So we will be playing Hollywood later today over on twitch.tv/nothingbutskills. And I will be using this same exact build. But let's get into the build so you guys can see how I have this all set up. So I'm going to be running a 3-piece Empress International. The 1 piece is going to give me 10% skill health. The 2 piece is going to give me 10% skill damage. And the 3 piece is going to be giving me 8% skill efficiency. Remember, skill efficiency is pretty much everything skill. So skill haste, skill damage, skill duration, status effects, and so on. So we have skill tier on here, skill haste, skill damage, and then I do have protection from elites mod. Now, if you guys feel like your skill isn't coming back fast enough when they do go down, that's where you guys can put skill haste on here, but you should be perfectly fine. So putting in whatever mod you want is really up to you. I went with a little bit more survivability for the 12% protection from elites. For the chest, I went with the Wyvern Whale chest. That's going to give us 8% skill damage. We have skill damage, skill haste, and protection from elites on this piece too. Now we do have kinetic momentum, and the way that works is when in combat, each skill generates a stack while active and not on cooldown. So stacks increase your total skill damage by 1.5% and your total skill repair by 2%. Now this is up to 15 stacks per skill, so you can have a total of 30 stacks. A lot of damage you get on your skills with kinetic momentum. Some players love running glass cannon. I've never been a real big fan of glass cannon just because of the way you have to play it. But again, you can try that too. Kinetic momentum is kind of my skill damage piece to use. We are going to be running the waveform holster. This is the one holster that you guys can swap out in case you guys don't have it. The reason I do like this is because it does have skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste, and it has a talent called alternating current. It generates a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second. It will cap at 10 stacks, so that means you can have up to 30% skill damage on one of your skills at any given moment, and then it goes back and forth. And that's why this is probably one of my favorite exotic pieces to run on a skill build. And again, if you do not have that piece, maybe you could put something else that gives you a little bit more skill haste, skill duration, and just play with it a little yourself. So we're right here at the knee pads, and on the knee pads, we have the China Light, which gives us 15% explosive damage. We have skill tier, skill haste, and skill damage. Typically, this is what I like. You can also put status effects if you want a little bit more bleed damage, but that's gonna be up to you. Now for our gloves, we are gonna go with our second piece of Empress International, and this is gonna have skill tier, status effects, and skill damage. Again, you could put skill haste on here, or you could put status effects. It's really up to you. For the bag, our final piece on this build, it's gonna be an Empress International. We have skill tier, skill damage. We do have crit damage on here. You can put skill haste. We have protection from elites, as I do have that on all my mods, but I am running a talent called Tech Support. So skill kills increase total skill damage by 25% for 25 seconds. Now, also in the video, you might have seen at some points I was running Shock and Awe, which gives you 20% skill damage just for putting an enemy on a status effect, which that's what our mortar turret does. So if you feel like maybe you're not getting the kill fast enough, well, then maybe you can just run Shock and Awe, but Tech Support will be the one that's going to hit a little bit harder. Before I show you the skills, let's get into the weapon I use, and sometimes I caught myself not even taking advantage of the weapon, but the capacitor is going to be the best in slot right here for you because of the way it works. Remember, We do have a talent on here that calls shooting an enemy builds a stack of cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. Not only that, for every yellow core, we have 6 of them. We're also going to get 7.5% weapon damage. So on our capacitor, we are going to be hitting really hard. And that's why this talent is not only great for skill damage builds, but also those hybrid builds. For our skills, we are going to be using the artillery turret. Now remember, to use this, you have to use a demolitionist class. Again, you'll probably see the damage numbers going back and forth, but that's because of the waveform holster and how it goes back and forth. But yeah, the artillery turret and the striker drone are going to be your go-tos for this one. And I feel like this combo is just perfect. Now, for the mods on the artillery turret, let's get into that. So we are going to have the extra mortar that you get from the demolitionist. We're also going to have the 10% damage that you get from demolitionist, and then skill haste. For our striker drone, the mods we're going to go with are going to be the same thing: duration, damage, and then health on both. And that is a full build right there for you guys to take a screenshot of it. Remember, the capacitor, the demolitionist class, we're running artillery and striker drone. Plus we have 3-piece Empress, 1 China Light, 1 waveform. And if you guys do not have the waveform, you can actually put a 2-piece China Light, or you could run something that gives you skill haste too. But overall, I am having so much fun with this build. Just literally exploding enemies left and right. And when you can get a bunch of enemies together, the explosion is so massive, everybody just goes down. And that's what I've been having fun running this build. And yesterday when we started the stream, I was in the stream like, man, I'm not sure if I'm really going to enjoy the Hollywood event. And now it has become one of my top 3 global events, especially if you use the right build. Just being able to explode so much when you get these enemies on top of each other and they just start disappearing, it's just a beautiful sight to see. So hopefully this helped you guys out. For all of you new returning players, remember, this does not have to be a min-max build. You're just gonna want something that allows you to take out heroic control points and get those stars, because remember, those stars can be used for name item caches, exotic caches, a lot of different things that you can use these stars for. So don't miss out, guys. Play the global event. Make sure you try to complete some of the challenges as you can. Remember, every time you get 1 level, you'll get 1 star. And then if you complete any of the challenges, those will give you bonus stars on top of that. So hopefully that helped you guys out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you found the video useful. And if you guys want to ever watch me live, head over to twitch.tv/nothing-but-skills. And that's where you guys can ask me questions, and I try to ask them as I see them come in. And if you guys have Twitch Prime, make sure you guys go sub over there for free and get no ads over on Twitch. But we'll wrap this up. See you in the next one. Yo, Rick said thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. Appreciate you. Bro, that killed like 10 people.